Hey brothers and sisters, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. I was 1 year natural on June 18th of this year, so I kind of wanted to come and talk about the 10 things that I learned. I did learn more than 10 things, but I wanted this video to be short and hopefully under 10 minutes. Okay, so these are just things that I picked up throughout the year that I was natural that I wish I would have known, but it's good that I know them now. But there are things that I wish, someone else could kind of reinforce to me. So the first thing that I learned was not to overdo it with hair products. When I first big chops and my hair was less than an inch long, I was putting all of these things in my hair, like conditioners and creams, and just like overloading my hair with products. And even as it started going on, I was still putting too much stuff in my hair that really did not need to be in my hair. All I really needed was a leave-in conditioner and something to seal it. But I was just adding so much stuff to my hair, and it wasn't necessary. So just try not to overdo with products, because a lot of times your hair can end up being greasy, and grease is not fun. Gets on your pillows, gets on people's clothes, it gets on your own clothes and your own hands and your face, and it's just messy. So don't overdo it with products. The next thing I have is to build a regimen and stick to it. When I first went natural, I actually wrote down what I did to my hair every day. And because it was so short and I couldn't put it in a protective style, I had to do something to it every day. So I just wrote it down, and when you build a regimen, you can follow it. I even have a calendar because my hair is protein sensitive. Although I do need some protein, in my calendar I write down the first wash day of each month I put protein. So that means that I need to use a conditioner with protein in it to get that balance. So even now that my regimen is very simple, I still need to remind myself to do that. So just make sure to build a regimen and write it down if necessary, so you don't have to keep all of it in your head. Okay. The next thing I have is to do your research yourself. A lot of people will come on YouTube and they'll tell you all these different things that you need to do and all these different things that, impact your hair growth and chemicals or whatever. But it's good for you to take that information and do your own research on it. Ask your doctors, ask whomever is knowledgeable, and research online to see what actually does happen, because I've been misled on YouTube plenty of times. Okay, I've been misled about certain things that weren't necessarily true, and just trusting someone that's telling you something isn't good enough when it's your hair. So make sure to do your own research on everything. The next thing is to read the ingredients on the products before you buy them. If someone says this is an amazing product and it's just fabulous, it made my hair grow from my head to my feet, and you want to buy it, that's great. But make sure that if it's online or something, you read the ingredients and make sure that these are things that are actually going to be beneficial to you, and you're not allergic to it, or it doesn't do something bad for your hair. So don't just go out and buy anything. Make sure to read the ingredients, make sure that this is something that is actually good for your hair before you buy it. And as you know, and if you don't know, with ingredients, the closer it is to the front of the list, like the first thing it starts off with, it has a lot of it in there. As it gets lower and lower towards the end of the list, it doesn't have as much of that ingredient in there. So make sure that you are knowledgeable about how to read ingredients lists, and you can also go online and find out about ingredients that you're not familiar with. Okay. The next thing is protective styling. I am not a big fan of protective styling because I've worn braids my entire life. My entire life I've worn braids. Okay, so I don't like my hair to be protected because I just want it, I want to play in it. But when I did start protecting my hair, I noticed how much more it grew because I wasn't always manipulating it. So it's very important to have a protective style. I did twists. At the first of the week, I twisted my hair up after I washed it and left it in the whole week, and I wore a wig. And with wearing wigs, that allowed me to be able to not manipulate my hair throughout the week, and then on the weekends I'd wear my hair out. Now some people wear twists, braids. There's so many different kinds of protective styles, but when you do that, your hair does get a chance to rest and it does grow. It protects your ends and it just protects your hair in general. So it is wise to have a protective style at least one time throughout the year. If you want to play in your hair all day, every day, at least maybe in the summer, get braids or something just to give your hair a break. Okay. The next thing is to deep condition your hair. Deep conditioning is so important for maintaining your hair. I love to deep condition my hair, but throughout my journey, I've deep conditioned in different ways. I started off just using a regular plastic cap, which was great. I left it in for about 2 hours, but then I wanted a deeper conditioning, so I did the hair therapy wrap, which was fine. And you know, it's a wrap you put on top of your head and it just warms up the conditioner. But I was putting it in the microwave and I didn't like the fact that I had to get the, I don't know, rays from the microwave, the radiation. I just didn't like that. I didn't want that on my head anymore. It started to bother me. So I moved on and I got the Beautiful Hair Steamer, which I'm in love with. And it's just, let me see, I have it right here. This thing. It's leaking. It's just a hair steamer and I deep condition with this and it's fantabulous. It's the best thing ever. I love it. But it has changed my deep conditioning experience as far as a deeper moisturizing deep condition. However, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're deep conditioning your hair at least once a week to make sure that your hair is truly getting repaired and conditioned and moisturized. Okay. The next thing is to watch who does your hair. When you get your hair done, braided, weaved up, whatever, make sure that the person that you are allowing to touch your hair is knowledgeable about how to take care of hair. I told you guys I just had an experience where I got my hair weaved up and the hairdresser knew nothing about natural hair, or just didn't care. I don't know which one it was. I've been going to a particular hairdresser for years, since I was young. She braided my hair all up through elementary, middle, and high school. But she was out of town, so I had someone else do it. And this woman just jacked up my hair. I mean, she washed my hair, didn't put any conditioner in it, didn't put a leave-in conditioner in it, and just went straight to blow drying it, no heat protected, nothing, and then just braided it up and weaved it on. And I was like, oh my God. It took a while for me to realize that this woman did not put anything in my hair except a clarifying shampoo. So my hair broke like crazy after I took that weave out. Okay, so I'm just saying, make sure that you know that whenever you're getting your hair done, and make sure that person is knowledgeable, and if they're not, insist on, say, you need to put a conditioner in my hair, you need to put a leave-in conditioner, you need to let them know that this is something that they need to do for your hair. Okay, that's super important. The next thing is to make sure that you are sticking to your products. I know that I'm a product junkie at heart. I love trying new things, but I've noticed that it's very important for me to stick to one product, at least for, if I'm doing my hair once a week, at least for a month, just to know what's working and what's not. Because if you're using 3 new products at one time, you're not going to know which one did what. You're not going to know because you're using too many. So it's important, if you're trying a new leave-in, just switch the leave-ins. Don't switch the leave-ins and the shampoos at the same time. Don't rotate so frequently. So you need to know what your hair is responding to and what your hair is liking. So it's important to make sure to stick stick to your products. Okay, that's super, super important. Another thing is to make your own products. Okay, if you don't have to buy everything, if you have the time on your hands, try making some of your stuff. Like I said, I make my own shea butter. I was spending a tremendous amount of money on buying like Carol's Daughter healthy hair butter to twist my hair up, and it was just like $20 every 3 weeks, and that's a lot just to be spending on one product. So I started making my own shea butter, and I was able to put my own oils. It worked even better to me than the healthy hair butter, and it's cheaper, way cheaper. $20 can last me about 3 months. Okay, so make your own products if possible. Some people are able to make like leave-ins and shampoos. I'm not that creative and talented. I'm just not. But if I was, I would. So if you can make certain things, make them yourself. You don't have to buy everything because it will get super, super, super expensive, and it should not cost more money to keep up your hair than it does to deal with your daily life. Okay? And the last thing, but the most important thing, most important thing, is to be patient with your hair growth and do not compare yourself to other people. I know I've talked about this before, guys. People transition before they big chop, and a lot of times they'll say, I'm a year natural, but they transitioned for 4 months, so they're a year and 4 months. So their hair is significantly longer than yours. So if you're doing a length check and you're like, wait, hold on, how come hers goes all the way down here and mine stops right here? And you're upset, maybe I'm doing something wrong. No, everyone's hair grows at a different pace. Your diet, your lifestyle, everything can impact your hair growth, and just genetics in general. So don't compare yourself to other people. Just be patient with your own hair. Let your hair grow. I was constantly watching other people's videos and hair journey videos and comparing myself and just being like, what the heck is going on? Don't do that. My hair didn't really start growing at like a steady, rapid pace until I was 7 months. That's when it started like just taking off. And that's a long time to be staring at your hair. Okay, so just be patient and just know that people may not always be honest about what they're doing with their hair. I know personally that I've ran into one or two, definitely one YouTuber that, you know, was at my beauty supply shop getting a texturizer in her hair. And, you know, she claims that, you know, on YouTube, she claims her hair is not texturized, but, you know, she was sitting in the chair next to me getting her hair texturized. So I was just, I mean, I didn't say anything, but that just let me know that, you know, people are not always honest about what is really going on with their hair. Whether or not they have a looser curl pattern and, you know, you have a tighter one, you're like, well, how come my hair isn't loose? Just compare yourself to yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't compare yourself to other people, because you don't know what they're doing and you don't know their background, their genetics, and their eating habits. So just compare yourself to yourself. Be patient. Your hair will grow. Hair will grow. Take good care of it and it'll be healthy and it'll be beautiful. Most of all, it's yours. So those are the things that I've learned from my 1 year being natural, and they're things that I want to continue to remember and to let you guys know that these things are really important. And if you stick with these things, you will be fine. Okay? Today I just have on, I don't know if you can see or not, but I have on my Bantu nuts. I'm comfortable wearing these out. A lot of people think this is ugly. Whatever. I like them. And I wear this as a protective style because it's easy, it protects my ends, and I think it's cuter than wearing twists in my hair. So this is my protective style for right now. If you guys have any questions about anything else, let me know. And if you guys have some more tips that you experienced while you were natural, please leave a comment below, because there's always so much more that we can all learn. Okay? Big kisses. Mwah. Have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.